almost finished. Templar Archives just being produced as well. Once, Zealot Speed gets finished, and
Plus
Zealots are
one as
definitely going to
well.
be ready to take on the Zerg army. Yeah, +1 as well. So White Ride definitely looks like he's in a very good position to take up this top left. All he's got to wait for is a bunch of troops, and off he goes. And he should be able to take this out.
Yeah, it looks like he is. Oversky, well, I mean, he's got 4 hatcheries up now, basically. It's possible, I mean, if he sees this coming, and he does have an Overlord over that, he might be able to pump out enough troops quickly enough to deal with this. He's engaging with some of his forces right now. A lot of Hydralisks, and he's got to micro those a little bit better. He's not microing his Hydras at all. Finally, he pulls them back a little bit. That was, I think he took a little bit too many more hits than he needed to, I guess. But he just doesn't have the Hydralisks out at the moment to deal with that. It looks like that top left expansion is going to go down. He's produced some more, and he's kind of trying to send them up there, but I don't think he quite has enough Hydralisks there. Although, pretty good micro, using his drones to kind of fend off the Zealots there, although now, again, his micro failing him a little bit, and he may be macroing and not paying attention to it, but wow, actually, it does look like he did manage to... I didn't expect that to happen, honestly. It looked like he didn't have enough, but I guess he just pumped out enough Hydralisks to just brute force overpower that force of Zealots and a couple Dragoons there.
Yeah, he looks like he held off for the last minute and just waited until White Ride was just about to take out his hatchery, or at least go for it in mass, and then bring his reserves of Hydralisks in. And it's just, that's what you really want to do if you've built up a big economy. You want to wait until you've got the economy kicking in and giving you the most amount of units you can at the last possible second, then to move in. However, White Ride's actually finished upgrading Storm, and Storm is going to rip through those Hydralisks if he gets any more High Templars, and he's got about six gateways now. Yeah, and watch out though, because Oversky is actually looking pretty threatening here, coming in and actually just containing him with Hydralisks. That's not going to be too good. High Templars moving in, looking for an opportunity. Those Hydralisks are going to snipe him, and yeah, one sniped. Not even a storm off yet, and that was nasty. So yeah, these
a second one gets sniped.
Another one sniped off. Second one gets sniped, and he's actually upgrading lurkers as well. So this is really good play by Oversky. He's actually going to keep his third base, the third gas up. He's going to be able to contain with lurkers. We haven't quite got any observers yet. He's got like a double robotics facility from White Ra. I still don't see observatory is just being finished now. Maybe he's going for Reavers or something because he's got 2 robotics facilities. I don't know, but he's going to have to do something really useful shortly, because he's going to be contained. And an attack going out now. We've got plenty of opportunities for storms. Still no storms. Really looking for some storms here. I'm not sure if he's got enough energy. He's got enough. Yeah, there's one storm goes off all the way over the Hydralisks. Lurker's gone down. No observers to be seen at all. And a massive fight erupts. Looks like White Rise is going to be able to get a lot of kills here, but he's got nothing to deal with the Lurkers at all. And Lurkers looks like, he's actually cut off White Rise Zealots, so that the Zealots are going to have to break out to the midfield, and they've got nothing to scout the Lurkers.
Go, Zealots, go! Oh, no, the Zealots have turned around. They realize that there's only 5 Hydralisks behind them, and they're going to actually turn and fight. That was amazing. Yeah, that was huge. Actually, why are we going in for Oversky going in for a drop here. He's not going to try and keep this containment. He's going all of his forces in. The only forces not going in this drop are the ones engaging the Zealots in the middle. And, oh my gosh, Lurkers all over his probe line. He's not running his he's finally running some of his probes out, but keeping some probes mining over there. He does have his second base running, so he's not completely out, but that is completely disastrous. And I have to say, this is kind of a mark of Oversky. He is really big on drops. I almost always against Protoss see him do a drop in the mid game, and it oftentimes works. And in this case, it has worked pretty brilliantly. Although I think part of the key to it working was the fact that he sniped those few Templar off, and White Rod just didn't have any Templar around to do any storming at all. His first few storms were sniped off, and then he didn't keep track of his Templar after that, and was only able to get a few storms off for the game, even though he's had the energy for probably 10.
Yeah, guys, ladies and gentlemen, that appears to be it for White Ra. Just this game has actually turned out to be a lot more one-sided than I thought, and White Ra just getting dominated there. As to what White Ra actually did wrong, I have to feel that he timed his decisive push early on towards that third hatchery, or that fourth hatchery, should I say, the top left expansion. He must have timed that a little bit wrong. I'm not really sure what he should have done. I mean, a Moletrap, do you know what he should have done? I mean, it looked a bit tough, didn't it?
I'm not sure exactly what he could have done. The fact of the matter is that usually that's a good strategy to go with. I think, if anything, he should have put some pressure on Oversky beforehand, because the reason why Oversky was able to save his third base was the fact that he was able to have so much economy at that point that he just pumped out just an absolute crap ton of units.
Definitely.
Maybe if he'd harassed him a little bit more beforehand and forced him to, spend more than 3 larvae on Zerglings beforehand, he wouldn't have had that much of an economy. He might have been able to come out on top with unit count. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, well, that's probably right, actually. I think I agree. It's totally about power droning early on, and White Ra just, maybe, because White Ra thought he was familiar with Oversky's kind of play and thought, well, Oversky, he must be a really aggressive kind of player. He's very sneaky. He probably won't do a power drone kind of build on me, and that's kind of what he thought, and he got it wrong, I guess. Hats off to Oversky. And guys, thanks for watching, and thanks Moletrap for joining me. It was actually quite a fun game to watch.
Oh, that was fun. It was a good one.
Cool, see ya.